Hello and welcome back to Places I've Never Been, the Geoguessr series where I visit places I've never been, in a hopes to sort of explore the area more and know a bit more about it. Today I'm in Belfast, the capital of Northern Ireland, and I'm intrigued to see how it looks. So join me on this relaxing exploration of Belfast. Maybe it's your hometown, let me know if it is. Here we go. Let's see where we get. Okay, looks to me quite city centre-esque, I should assume. Let's go this way to where it looks like there's a bit more going on. We got a Premier Inn, that's always good. That can definitely show up on the map nice and high up. If we go over here, we'll probably see some more shops. It looks very, I don't want to say central, just in case it's not too close to the centre, but certainly built up with commercial, which is what you like to see when it comes to making things easy for this game. Although, I'm told that Belfast isn't strictly a huge city, so maybe it might be. Let's find out. Looking for signs might not help me too much because I'm very not acquainted with the towns and locations of places in Northern Ireland. Oh, that sun's a bit glaring, isn't it? That's not going to help us at all. I feel like I'm going to go away from that. We've got a Premier Inn though. I wonder how close I should zoom in for the start. I'm going to get fairly close for now. Maybe there might just be one show up straight away. I feel like that is definitely hoping too much though. We are on what looks to be one of the main roads, so I'll keep an eye on these A roads here. I'm just going to speed up and have a look around. We got the Lucas building as well, maybe that might show up. Enterprise Rent-A-Car, I've seen appear sometimes, but not until you're zooming really far in, so I'm not sure how much help that's going to be for us. What's that big building over there? Okay, there's something on it, I'll try and read it. Ooh. Give us a name. Cromac Street? Okay. That might be useful. Was there something else on there I could use? Belfast City Council, well, we know we're in Belfast anyway. Do car parks show up this high? Yes, they do? I could just have a quick scan around for Cromac Street car park and then see where we end up. There we go. We've got Cromac car park right there, and that must be the Lucas building, and the Premier Inn must be around here somewhere. Oh yeah, there it is. Perfect. So if we go back to where we started, it was just opposite, well there's the Premier Inn, and then it's right opposite this lovely building here, which looks to me like a church. It does indeed, and we are in line with this wing here, just about in the middle of it, I'd say. Let's go there. Perfect, 8 yards away, 5k, brilliant start. Next round. Here's where things are going to get a little bit more difficult, because obviously this is a bit out of the way of the centre. See, I'm not sure how far out this map goes, so it could be a long one this, but I'll try and speed it up to make it as consumable and as easy to watch for you as possible. We have a bit of overgrown signage here. What we can see though is that the city centre is 4.5. I'm going to say miles, I assume they do miles in Northern Ireland, though correct me if I'm wrong. And we have this to the south. So that tells me we must be on the south side of the city, at least 4 miles away. So I find it very hard to gauge that kind of distance on here. And that doesn't necessarily mean we are south of the city, it just means that road is heading that way. It might be worth looking for these other towns, hopefully a non-overgrown version of this sign. Drum. Okay, we got drum, and we got beg. Drumbeg, right. So, oh, well, I mean, I've just opened it up and spotted it. So we're 3/4 mile away from Drumbeg, and we're on sort of like the... Well, I'm not going to say that's the M1, I don't think it is. But a part of me wouldn't put it past it. I feel like the M1's got to be a much bigger road than this, surely. But we are at a... well, we were in the middle of nowhere. Where we came from was Dunmurry. Okay. If we can find Dunmurry on the map, which we can. Perfect. So, we came from that general direction. This is quite strange, isn't it? Oh, is that a road name? I hope it is. Or is that a bench? Am I being... no. Oh, okay, there is a road name there, though. So, we got Dunmurry Lane. Heading off to the east. And luckily, this road is fairly south to north facing. If we can find Dunmurry Lane, I think we should be okay. Right, there's Dunmurry Lane right here. I apologise for the butchering of all of these pronunciations. So there's Upper Dunmurry, and then we follow this. I assume we must have been on this then, and we must be here. This has to be where we are, because we've got a couple of buildings there, and we've got this building on the corner, which does line up. Okay, now it's just a matter of going further up this road, back to where we started, and figure out how far down it we are. We've been blessed by this building here, because without that I don't think I'd be able to map it out, as well as this building, so we can keep an eye out for them. We were a bit further up. I think I passed... ooh, a part of me thinks that lines up quite well, doesn't it? With the way the road is. If I go a little bit further up, we should have a driveway on the left-hand side. Yep, we got a left-hand turn. And hopefully this driveway shows up. Well, there's one on the right-hand side. That isn't there. Okay. Maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit here. I'll go a bit further around, just to make sure. Right. That's promising. It doesn't give much away, because I don't know how well they would have put something like that on the map. And also, we don't have this building here. Unless it's this driveway they're talking about. Although I don't think the Google car would have drove into that. I mean, would it? Maybe it would have done. It does curve right a bit. Okay, I'm getting the impression that I'm confident with this guess where I've put that down. I feel like there's no other place it can be. So what I'm going to do is line it up with the edge of the house, because we're just past the edge there, and I'm going to guess. Perfect, 2 yards away, another 5k. What a lovely area, I must say. Let's go to the next round. We're on for a max score. I'm learning more and more about Belfast as we go, and its surrounding areas, of course. Okay, this looks very... well, you want to say 60s, don't you? But I'm not entirely sure on this kind of architecture. Obviously suburban, bit closer to the city centre than the last one, for sure. And now it's a matter of just finding some signage. Got a jogger on his merry way there. Now's the decision which way to go. I'm just going to check if this shop gives any information away. Well, I say shop, I'm not sure what this has become. Please let me know. It's not even gonna... well, this isn't even... okay, right. What we got? Belfast Telegraph. Yeah. That narrows it down to Belfast, which is fantastic. That's just what we needed. Do you say your constituency on your poster? I don't think you do. Right, I'm going to go to this, what seems like an arterial road of some form, and I'm going to follow it. I feel like if I go that way, I'm going to be heading into the wind. Right, looks to me like we've got a small church coming up. This could help. What I want is like a city centre sign like last round, which sort of gets our directions up. Is that a church or is that just a lovely house? It's got to be a church, hasn't it? Okay, right, we got a road name. Orangefield Road leading to Sandhill Gardens. Well, I mean, this doesn't really narrow anything down for me. What I am going to do is just carry on. But I'll bear those road names in mind. Orangefield Road. Can I see any form of like city in the distance? We've got a walking path. I don't know if they're going to show up. Yeah, this is going to take a little bit more searching, I think, Funny how we got the middle of nowhere one quite easily. That looks very urban over there, doesn't it? It looks to me like that's probably the direction to be heading in. There's obviously some of you that know exactly where this is and are probably screaming at the TV right now. But, you know, I just don't know the area. I'm learning. I can see a stadium over there. Stadium might well show up quite far out, so I'm going to go check what that is. Right, Kingspan Stadium. Rugby. Looks like that might show up to me. It looks like quite a big stadium, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a look around. There it is, Kingspan Stadium. Okay, so I was sort of looking in the right area. What we're looking at now, we are in that. If that's to the east of us, that means we came over this direction. So, oh, I did come off this roundabout, didn't I? I think I came down this road. Yeah, because I passed that BP, and we kept going a bit further up here. So at some point, I should see orange. Was it orange? Orangefield Road. There it is. Right. Let's head back to the start. This was Orangefield Road, wasn't it? Yeah, the one we started on. How far down it are we going to be is the question. No, I don't think it was the one we started on, was it? Let me just get this road name quick. Orangefield Parade. Right. We've got Orangefield Avenue, Orangefield Gardens, Orangefield Road, Orangefield Lane, and we want Parade. There's a lot of orange fields around here, that's for sure. Oh, this is Orangefield Lane. So am I looking for Orangefield Road? Yeah, I am. What were we? Parade, was it? Yeah. So, here we are. Here's Orangefield Parade. And we are at the east end of it. And we just sort of want to count down how many houses that was. Because luckily, these houses show up on here, which makes it nice and easy to count. So we're one house. Well, I'll count in blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I think there's a single house at the end. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That would put us there. I hope so. I'm just going to double check that single house. I don't want to throw away this win. Yeah, there is a single house, so I'm confident with that guess right there. Let's do it. There we go, 3 yards away. We are on for a max score in a city I've never been to. Please give me a nice one. Okay, a bit far out, but I'm not feeling terrible about it, simply because we look to be quite close to main roads. There's a thing here that might show up. If I jump on the main road and I'll have a look around. Firstly, I might scout out what this is over here. It's probably going to be a school. St. Luke's Primary School. Okay, right, something like that should show up, especially with all of this grassland available. If I can sort of just guess where we are around the city, I want to say we're north of the city. No, I want to say we're south of it. Maybe like this sort of region. So I could look for big grassy areas and then look for the school, but I feel like that would waste a lot of time. What's the name of it again? St. Luke's, right. We'll bear that in mind. And I'll just have a very quick scan of some of these grassy areas. I mean, there is a St. Luke's church here. What are the chances it's around here? St. Luke's Nursery School? Tell me this is the area of St. Luke's. Tell me. I mean, does that line up with that being this? It is curvy enough, isn't it? Although there is no St. Luke's School here, there's a St. Colm's High School. Oh god, what do I want to do here? Is this just a red herring? That is a question. A question I cannot currently answer. I'll go a bit further down, back to this main road and sort of square up where we are. See, there's a road going through this sort of grassy area. It doesn't look to me like there is a road. Oh, maybe. No, it can't be. It must be a red herring, surely. Yeah, I mean, it's saying there's a leisure centre. Doesn't look to me like there's a leisure centre in there. Which way should I go, is the question. I'll head a bit round this way. I don't really want to go up into some residential areas, I feel like I might get stuck. But a grassy area this big should show up, shouldn't it, really? Is that a golf course? No. Don't know what it is, really. It's probably part of another school, actually. What if I look for some grassy areas that have a road going through it? Something like this. Does that line up? Possibly. Are we back in Dunmurry? Most likely not. Maybe this, perhaps. No. I obviously don't know if I'm looking in the correct place at all. This could be just silly of me to look here. That feels too big, this area, doesn't it? Garden Moor. Could that give us any information? Is that the name of the park? I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is a massive dead end. I'm going to go back to the start and retrace what I was doing before and go this way. See, this is so much green space though, isn't it? It could just be not a park and just out in the middle of nowhere. Maybe really far out. We've got something here. We're on a bridge over what seems to be a decent main road. Oh god, yeah, the signage down there. I wonder if I can just try and get to the main road somehow. Does it let me jump off the bridge? Oh, that's a shame. Right, I'm going to try and go to the main road. We do have a map of a park here. I wonder if it is the park, that whole area that we were thinking. Can I find anything that sort of matches that? I'm going to carry on and try and get to that main road. Ah, okay, we got a sign for Dunmurry. So we were around that in the first place. Back there again. Wherever it was. Hang on, I need to find... There we go. So we must have been around it. I wonder if that place I looked at the very start, it was near Dunmurry, wasn't it? I wonder if we are actually there. You know this. Is it? And is this the road with the bridge? Is that the bridge? And the sign was here. Okay. I'm starting to feel like it's got to be this sort of area, hasn't it? Hang on a minute, yeah. Old Golf Course Road. That's what we're on here. We just came off this road which is up at Dunmurry Lane. Oh, we're back on Dunmurry Lane again, aren't we? And we followed that around. I joined the bridge at some point, didn't I? Went past that roundabout, came round here, and it has to be here. So St. Luke's Nursery, it never said... Okay, I feel like there just must have been a name change of some form, because that completely threw me off. Well, I'm confident to say we are here at the very first place we looked. It could have been worse, couldn't it? Oh well, you live and you learn. Got to find out though whereabouts we are here. Need to make sure it sort of adds up. If that school's there, we've just come off. If that is Aspen Walk, then we should be golden. Unfortunately, it isn't telling me a road name there. But it does line up. It does indeed line up with the road structure. And there should be a row of houses, and there is. We're right on the curve of Aspen Walk. I'm happy to say we are there. And that should be another 5k. 1 yard away. There we go. Okay, that is unfortunate. That is really unfortunate. Because I looked here at the very start, didn't I? And it did say St. Luke's School, I'm pretty sure. So I was thrown off by St. Luke's Nursery. But, you know, you do often get secondary schools of some form, and their primary schools are called the same thing. So I probably should have thought a bit more about that. Oh well, you live and you learn. Let's try and go for that max score. Interesting, we are coming off the motorway because we've just got this sign. I get the feeling this is be nice and easy. That looks like the two buildings I saw near the stadium. If I just go back here and take a look at this road sign, we've got water that way, water to the south, so we may as well be north of Belfast. Well, actually, I'm not too sure. Yeah, we must be north of Belfast, so maybe it's not near the stadium that I was originally thinking. First of all, we've got motorways, so I need to look where the motorways end, and then that should sort of bring us straight into it. I wonder if this is the M1 just coming into here. It can't be, because the way if we turn around we can't be looking at it like that. Is it this road here? And we're coming off the M5, is it? Does that make sense? Because there is water... Yeah, well, we're on the M5. Okay, that's leading to the M2. So that's going that way, and that does lead to the M2. So we are on this sort of curve here, I'd say. We head back to where we were. That is a roundabout. And here's the hardest part. Getting this spot on. Because I'm not going to throw away a max score. Luckily, we've got mapped out houses here. So I'm going to use these new builds to gauge where we were. Let's count this one in. So that's one row, second row and third row. Where were we? I think we're just lining up with the fourth row that's being built. Hopefully it shows up on the map. That is the first row, that is the second row, and that is the third. And then the fourth is the new one, which we are in line with first, second, third. And that puts us there. Please be full marks. Please, it is 4 yards away, 5k, we did it. I got 25k in a place I've never been to before. Thank you for showing me around Belfast, especially I'm well acquainted with the Dunmurry area. We only had one really in the actual city centre itself, so I hope you had a lovely time watching this video, and if you really enjoyed it, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. It helps the channel. Thanks very much for watching and have a lovely evening.